makes you nervous?
Oh, everything.
Between the Lines with Allison Allwine. Hey, Sharp.
Exclusive.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Between the Lines. That was an aggressive hi.
I liked it.
I'm your host, Allison Allwine, and this week's guest is Alexander Fernandez, winner of Cabaret Superstar Season 3, a Jimmy Awards finalist, a former Stage Door Manor attendee.
That's right.
A lover of all things nerd, Alex! All right, we have our we're trying a new setup this time, so dig it or don't, this is what's happening. I'm too old to sit on the floor anymore. Sorry to all our past guests, and I thank you so much for indulging me.
Glad to be here for the couch season.
Yeah. He was leaving us on the floor. I wouldn't do it. Cheers. So season 3, Cabaret Superstar.
Mm-hmm.
You actually co-won your season. There were 2 winners. It was a tie. The other winner was Reagan.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, we're going to have her on the show too. Your set I thought was really beautiful, and not just because I had the good fortune to be able to help you a little bit with it. It was...
Couldn't have done it without Allison. Allison helped so much with everything.
Not even true.
Huge support.
I'll take that. Huge support. But it was beautiful. You are a very, I would say, an infectiously optimistic person. Literally, his world was falling apart. You had 3 people, close family members, pass away in about a 2-month period during the course of your competition. And you still pulled through and rose to the occasion week after week. And your final set, when you are in the finals of Cabaret Superstar, you do a 10-minute set that's supposed to represent what your solo show would look like if you won. I thought it was absolutely gorgeous and so touching and such a great way to honor these men that had passed in your life.
Yeah,
Uncle
it was
Saul.
Uncle Saul first, Grandpa, and then Scott right after the semifinals. And then I tributed Jose, but
Right.
That
But,
was
like,
before I was born.
Your insistence on pushing through and making them proud, I thought was really, really beautiful and really, really touching. And it could have been a really downer one, but I thought it was really uplifting at the end. So
Yeah.
I thought it was really, really sweet.
Thank you so much, Allison.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
How'd you feel during that competition, given the circumstances?
I was like, gosh, like, is my heart really in this to compete with everybody? And like,
Because it's got to feel weird, like
It did.
pitting yourself against others
It
and
is, 'cause
promoting.
at first I was so excited, you know.
Sure.
Originally when they reached out to me, I was like, whoa, this could be so fun, and like
A great opportunity.
a great opportunity, 4 weeks to perform, or like, you know, if you get to the finals, like all those weeks to like get new footage and all that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't know if I'm in the headspace
Sure.
to do all this. You know, I got to be with my Uncle Saul, who lived in Queens, and he was born and raised in the Bronx, so like he was a New Yorker through and through, and we would go and get lunch all the time. And when he was near passing or whatever, I went and like I was by his bedside, and you know, he couldn't speak to me, but I told him that like, you know, I wouldn't let it set me back, and then I would use it to like motivate me to work harder and everything, and to like honor him. So it was like, I gotta do it. Yeah, I mean, it was a little weird coming into the season, but I started like really enjoying every week and like getting to think about the competition. Like after week one I did Something's Coming from West Side Story.
Oh my God, with a huge, beautiful opera note at the end. I'm going to put the clip right here.
It's only just out of reach, down the block on a beach. Maybe tonight, maybe tonight, maybe tonight, maybe tonight.
It was super fun. Then Allison came to support me for that show, and we all went out afterwards, like my family and Allison, my brother and everything, and we were talking. I was like, I gotta change like my song for week 2. So we were just like really messing with like what I was gonna do and how I was trying to present myself in this competition.
Your competition brain kicked in all of a sudden. You're like, oh, that was fun, but this, like, I have to win.
And it just gave me a lot of like insight to like my niche and like how I want to be viewed as like the whole picture of myself.
Yes, that was the biggest takeaway for me as well.
Just kind of stretched me. It pushed me to like show up and show things that I wasn't sure that I could do or wasn't sure was like my greatest strength, just to show like versatility.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so I ended up loving doing the season. Obviously week 3 to week 4 was super hard. My whole like 10-minute final set that I was going to do changed, but I was really lucky to have like some really great friends like Nick and Allison, and my friend in LA, Eric, who's like a film editor, to help me out with like the technical aspects of my final piece and like my little family memorial sequence that I did.
Yeah,
So.
I thought it was great. I thought it was so great. So, okay, let's wind it back because they mentioned on week 1, and I feel like I knew, but it had fallen out of my consciousness, that you were a finalist at the Jimmy Awards. The Jimmy Awards did not exist when I was younger, and I like to delude myself into thinking that I would be a wildly famous Broadway star right now if it had existed when I was younger. Obviously, I would have flown and soared to great heights. But alas, it was not my lot in life. However,
I'm a huge Broadway star now
he's a
because
huge Broadway
of it.
star. Do you see how I was robbed? So tell me what that's like.
So basically, every state, and sometimes I think for some states they might have 2 regional competitions.
Like, I bet you Texas and California do. They're just so big.
Yeah, I think even North Carolina, where I'm from, has 2.
Really?
I think Raleigh and Charlotte each have their own. It's grown substantially since it first started. It used to be like not that many kids. When I did it, I think it was roughly 100 kids, like roughly 2.
That's manageable.
2 from every state, because every regional competition, there's judges from the regional competitions that go out and they basically adjudicate, like, not every show, but any high school that applies, they'll go and adjudicate the show. They'll adjudicate the ensemble, the overall technical aspects, the individual performers, and they'll pick, in their opinion, the 10 most talented male and female, presenting whatever people, and you'll have like your 10 best actor and 10 best actress nominees.
Okay.
And at least how it worked with my local competition, Triangle Rising Star, which I'm actually going back to go perform there later this month.
And that's in North Carolina?
In Raleigh, North Carolina.
All right, mark that. We're going to come back to everything he's doing.
Mark that. Triangle Rising Star specifically, you have your 10 nominees for the guys and girls. And the winner, there's 2 winners, best actor, best actress, and they each win $1,000 like college credit. You get your big check.
Yes, come on, Epic Man.
Yes, and they also like fly you to New York for the Jimmy Awards, which is where all the regional winners go to compete in the Jimmy Awards. So when you think about it like that, it's like the scope of like kids that they're going to adjudicate.
Yeah.
Like the people end up getting to the Jimmy Awards, and so many people who don't make it to the Jimmy Awards as well. But like, it was astounding to me just the immense talent of everybody there. Like,
because I mean, like a lot of Broadway people have come out of it. Didn't Eva
Lozada? Yes. There's so many people. There's a plethora of like Jimmy Awards people.
Renee Rapp.
Yes, my friend who's from my year, Mackenzie Kurtz, who now has like a very successful career and is now in Schmigadoon, which is sick.
I want a Jimmy Awards for 40 and older.
Yes.
Make it happen.
But it was really cool because you get to do that. I remember the year that I went, 2015. I did my regional competition 2014, didn't win, came back again 2015.
And you said, I'll fucking show you.
And did end up winning that time.
Boom!
I remember the coolest moment was when we were all sitting and eating lunch, and like nobody was allowed to have their phones like during rehearsals. Cause we had like, because it was all like, Broadway, like, people, like, teaching us our voice classes and stuff.
So it's like a master class.
Very professional. Everything was like, very professional. But I remember gay marriage was legalized while we were having lunch. And, like, the parade just came by, and we're all like, what happened? What happened? It just felt like such a momentous, like...
Yeah.
occasion. I met a lot of amazing performers that I'm still friends with today who are working in the industry. The alumni program, I've gotten to do so much cool stuff because of them. I got to perform at the Entertainment Community Fund Gala, like their big thing with Ariana DeBose.
I didn't even know they had that.
Yes, and it was just really cool to get to do that. And Adina Menzel came into our dressing room and said hi to us. Our dressing room was right next to all of the Rockettes. They just had their door open. They're all like doing splits in there and like warming up.
And you're like, I too shall do this one.
Yeah, it's totally. I also got to do this thing called Ring Them Bells for John Kander's 93rd, 94th birthday party.
That was not long ago.
It wasn't. It was last year.
Yeah.
But Alan Cumming MC, J-Lo performed, and like
I just
got to do that for him.
I just have to put this out there in the world because we're about manifesting on this channel.
Yes.
Alan Cumming, put it in your date book. I want to work with you. It could be one of these, or you could just talk to somebody and get me on the Traders. And I love you. And I love you. Okay, carry on.
Yeah, I mean, it was really awesome to be there, and that was the first time I got to perform on a Broadway stage, and then through the alumni program, I got to do it again at the Stephen Sondheim Theater for the John Kander thing, so very lucky to have been a part of that.
I would say, because you are such an infectiously optimistic person, I would love a reframe for you, which is that, yes, there is some luck involved, but like you worked very hard to create the foundation for which these other opportunities have found you. That's all. I don't think it's luck so much as you're just like really good and you really commit yourself to the things you do.
I think there's a saying, I think this is what my Uncle Saul always used to say, it was like, luck is...
opportunity meets preparation.
Yes, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Shout out Uncle Saul.
Shout out Uncle Saul. Yeah.
That's a good reframe.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think your solo show is going to stay what you did for your 10 minutes?
I have no idea. I changed it because I want to do a memorial for my family, regardless of like whether or not I won. Like my whole family had been supporting me every week through the live stream and everything from all over the country.
You guys are so lucky. We didn't have that in my season.
You didn't have a live stream?
No, because we were in the smaller venue and they didn't have the Green Fig.
The Green
and
Fig,
it didn't have that capability.
Oh.
I know.
Crazy.
Not even for vote's sake. Just like all my Fresno people were like, "Can we watch it?" I'm like, "You can watch the clips I post." So I love that they've gotten big enough to move into a venue where the performers can have their people from home. Again, totally aside from the voting, just that your people can see you, especially when you have a lot of family far away, because it costs a lot of money to come out for performances. So the fact that they can still
if you're just doing one song, it's like, it's kind of unrealistic for them to travel
100%
to go see your 4 minutes max.
100%.
But I was really lucky, and my family for the first time in a long time was able to really like all join in and like chat about the shows as they were watching. It was super fun. But yeah, so I really wanted to do the show for all of them who'd been watching and like honor the family members that they'd all just lost so recently. Everybody who saw like my final set or whatever, everyone was like, the duet that you did with your uncle.
So his uncle Jose, you tell the story. It's your uncle.
He he was the first person for my dad's family to come over from Cuba, and he came over with no training or anything, English is second language, and he
was young when he came over, right?
He was young, I don't know exactly old, 15, 16 maybe, but he ended up having a child. He ended up like having a host family or like a sponsor family, and he had his Broadway debut at 18 years old in The Me Nobody Knows. Look,
immigrants, we get the job done. Lin-Manuel is not kidding, because that's crazy to come over with no English pretty much.
Yep.
And in 2 or 3 years, get enough of a grasp on the language and figure your way into an industry that who knows if he even had his eye on that.
I guarantee you the language was secondary to how difficult the industry is.
100%!
Figuring out how that works.
And got a Broadway debut. Like, when you said in your show he earned his Broadway debut at 18, I was like, clock that, because absolutely
he worked really hard for that, and
that is
he earned it for sure.
Yeah.
I also have all the best colors here if you want that.
What do you have? I just want to say, he said, I have all the best colors here, and then he gives me purple, green, orange, red.
Color hater.
Look, I don't want to be that person, but I've already used red, violet, and cerulean. So clock it.
Cerulean.
Clock it.
I didn't know the budget was this vast.
I don't want to brag, but we have a pretty posh setup here between the Albanese gummy bears and the 2 sizes of crayons, many of which are broken.
Continuing about Jose.
Yes.
He went on to write his own off-Broadway show called El Bravo. It was essentially in the Heights. It was like all about the barrio and like the Latin culture and everything. But this was also in like the early 80s, mid 80s. So
it was a very different city then.
Nobody wanted to hear about it. You know, they weren't willing to go against the the white New York Times critic to go see the show and let it succeed. But I would love to reproduce that show one day, and I've always wanted to meet Lin-Manuel Miranda so that I could
he lives up here by us.
I know. I've always wanted to meet him. But fun fact, Olga Merides, who was the original like abuela in the Heights, was also the original Tia in my uncle's show El Bravo. But he wrote that show, and it ended up, closing pretty quickly. And then he got approached to be a ghostwriter for Fame the Musical. And
Fame! I'm gonna live forever. That one, the LaGuardia High School kids.
That's right. And
was the movie first?
The movie was first.
Okay.
Yeah. The musical came later, but my Uncle Saul, who was his partner, was basically like, no, you're not going to be a ghostwriter for anybody. You're going to get your credit, and you're going to get your residuals, and you're going to get your name on the project. And thank goodness he did, because...
Come on, Jewish Uncle Saul said...
Exactly. He said, ooh, baby, we're going to talk about this.
Let's talk some business here.
So he ended up doing that. He ended up passing away from AIDS in 94. So I never got to meet him, but there's a video that I always watch of him in the Me Nobody Knows singing a song called The Tree. And I sang a duet for it for my final set.
Lo and behold, like a miracle swept in from the sea. Lo and behold, there's a fog so thick the man can't see to cut the tree.
Jose having immigrated from another country and then making it and being successful is like, well, how do we tell our kid he can't do it?
Do you think your solo show is going to stay what you did for your 10 minutes?
God, I don't want anyone to steal my idea. It's so good.
I'll kill him. No, I get you though. You know what though?
No.
You can say your idea, and then if afterward you're like, no, then I'll just bleep it. Okay, good. I see you're wearing your One Piece shirt. And so I had to educate myself on One Piece. And then you were like, what do you mean you haven't watched One Piece?
Well, I think it's very reasonable when people haven't watched One Piece, because I think it's around 1,600 episodes now, which...
The cartoon version.
Yes, yeah. I mean,
because they have a live action now, right?
Yes,
that's the one you were trying to get me on board with.
They do have a live action one. I like that only because it's incredibly palatable for like a wider audience and people who aren't necessarily into anime. It just inspired me so much, and like it's all about chasing your dream, no matter how like foolish it may seem to other people. It's all about finding the friends along the way who will help you achieve that dream.
Did you have a One Piece quote in your show?
I did. It was right before my first song. It was for my favorite character, Zoro. And the quote is, if I took even a single step back, I'd be shattering all the promises I've made.
You also, like, I learned a lot about Pokemon.
Yes.
For your birthday, you got some Pokemon cards and you gave everybody a card.
Yes.
Very personal and very sweet.
Yes, my brother and I, when we were kids, used to love to play Pokemon together. Play Pokemon, I mean, basically, I was like, my guy's cooler and stronger. I win. You lose.
And he's younger, so he's like, I guess
he's like, okay, I guess. Whatever.
He's like, well, he beats me every time. It's crazy.
But I started getting into this habit, and I wish I would have done it during Cabaret Superstars, but I had too much going on in my own life.
You're like, let me do one more thing.
Let me focus on trying to do my best in this show. But I like to like buy like a big box of Pokemon card packs and give them to the castmates and have them like open them on camera to like drum up interest in the show and do like cast bonding. I think it's
cute.
It's really fun.
What makes you nervous?
Oh, everything. I get nervous.
He said name it.
All the time over everything.
Nervous or anxious?
Maybe just anxious. Like even starting this podcast, I was like, oh my god, I'm sweating right now. What if they ask me something I don't know the answer to?
It's also warm in here, but I can't turn the fan on because it's too fucking loud.
Yes, but I don't know. There's this thing that my therapist told me forever ago. Good old Dr. Snoop. Yeah. And he was like, when you're getting anxious about something, he's like, just remember, like, everything you've ever, like, you've been through so much in your life.
Right.
And there's been a lot of hard stuff.
You're
You've made it through.
Yeah.
You've made it through everything so far. So what are the odds that this, whatever the thing you're nervous about, or that you mess up, or doesn't go the way you want, is going to be your downfall?
Right.
Just move past it. You'll be able to handle it. You've handled everything.
Meanwhile, your nervous system is like, saber-tooth tiger!
Exactly. I feel like I'm about to fight something to the death, but that's truly not the case.
And you're like, I'm literally just going to sing a song.
And also I read this amazing book called The Power of Now, which I really like. And
Yes.
Yes,
Wait,
you remember that.
yes,
I started
yes.
reading that when Allison and I started working together at
We
this
shall not
restaurant.
name this
Yes.
place.
Yeah, so I read this book and it basically was like, take a breath and ask yourself, like, in this moment, what problem do I have?
Oh.
Take away your life situation, like, in this moment, I'm breathing, like, regardless, I'm nervous about, like, how this thing will go, whatever. That's neither in the past nor in the future. You know what I mean? Like, that's all in my mind and everything else. Like, in this moment, I'm coloring. I'm sitting with my friend Allison, and we're just talking.
I need to read that book, though.
It's a very good book. I highly recommend that.
I'm doing The Artist's Way, because when your life is spiraling, what else do? You read a lot, though. You journal, too.
Journaling has been really helpful for me just because it just helps me, like, get my day set and get anything that I'm holding on to in my anxious brain out.
Yeah. My dad used to make me, because I would try to come down from the day, as it were. I would just have a hard time, like, settling into my night and going to bed. And finally one day, my dad, before bed, he was like, hey, kid. And he handed me a Post-it note. He said, I want you to write all of the worries and all of the things that you can't get out of your head on this now, because it's 11 o'clock at night and there's nothing you can do about it anyway. And I'm going to let you stick it right here. And then when you wake up in the morning, it'll be here for you. And you don't have to worry about it anymore. Like, you can put it all, be a little fuck it bucket notepad here, and, like, be free of it. Because you're spinning out about shit that you can't actually fix anyway. What are we doing, you know?
So hard to have that
P-pops.
perspective when you're
in
spiraling.
the middle of it. Yeah, you're like, ah! How's it going? Oh my god, he's so badass.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I love it.
I haven't done a coloring book in a decade, probably.
You don't have to. That's the best part of this.
I'm having a lot of fun, though.
Right? Yeah, there's something very freeing about it.
And now I have a favorite My Little Pony. Whoever this Spike guy is my favorite.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know he was part of the My Little Pony universe.
I'm actually looking now, because I was looking at this book earlier, and I was like, I'm going to pick a cool pony. I'm realizing now he says Spike the Dragon.
Yeah.
And he's not a pony.
No.
Actually.
You picked the most boy
character
in My Little Pony.
I did.
But I think that's hilarious. I love it.
I thought he was a pony at first. I didn't. In addition to being bad at math, I'm also not a great reader, but that's fine.
Sound it out, you'll get there. Let's talk about dream roles, because you are still young enough and fresh enough to have dreams.
You're awful.
What is your favorite role that you've played to this point in time? And then what is the dream role? What is the brass ring that you're reaching for?
Favorite role I ever played?
Yeah.
It's hard because I want to say John Thomas in Miss Saigon, because that's what got me to the Jimmys, and that was a super fun role. But honestly, the most fun I ever had in a role?
Yeah.
Because that's kind of a heavy show.
It kind of.
Very heavy show. My high school was doing it. But Johnny Warner in Zombie Prom, the musical. Not a super popular show.
That is such a fun show. I saw it performed by a high school somewhere.
You did? Okay,
yeah,
it's like not a super well-known show.
Yeah.
But I absolutely love it. It was so fun. It's basically like Grease kind of story.
Did you know that the movie RuPaul plays...
It's a 30-minute YouTube movie.
Yeah.
They cut it down like a ton, but RuPaul plays like the
principal,
secondary... Yeah, the principal, Delilah Strict. Dream roles? Super tough. Still really trying to find, like... Every time someone asks me my dream roles, I'm always a little stumped. But...
Are you still trying to figure out, like, where you fit in the landscape of commercial
Because I always wanted to say, like,
or...
anything Jeremy Jordan did, I would want to do. But now the roles that Jeremy Jordan does are, like, it's like I'm not going to be able to really do those for another 15 years. Probably.
Right.
Like Gatsby, or 10 years.
Welcome to the holding period. That's what I'm in. And I've been in it for 20 years. Yeah, it gets a little squirrely at the 30s, 40s. It's just like what there's not as many parts. It doesn't feel like you either need to be like in your 20s or you need to be like old.
Well, I'm 28 for a whole nother month.
All right,
So...
well, live it up, bud. No, I'm just kidding. I know you love.
You're like hanging on to that.
Yeah. Bask in it, bitch. Ooh, if you could create a role, what would that character be like? Maybe that's a better way to go.
My favorite
like
shows...
if you originated it.
Yes, my favorite shows are like... I love the new stuff that they're doing on Broadway where it's like Next to Normal, Fun Home.
Okay.
Like even Dear Evan Hansen. Like I really like mental illness / like family based.
I love mental illness.
I really like mental illness.
I love
who doesn't
finding yourself through trauma. Just the light stuff.
Just the fun stuff.
Just
I just think it's really cool. I think it's amazing that shows that are so popular like Dear Evan Hansen was like almost Hamilton level famous. And
well, I think people got tired. Nothing wrong with the classics, but it's like, and there's trauma in the classic. I think things were just so glossy for a while and it wasn't reflecting the society that was coming to see it.
That's a good take. If I were to originate a role, I'd want it to be something that was like really vulnerable. And
that would suit you.
Yeah, something really vulnerable, but also like really passionate. Like I do love Henry in Next to Normal. I've played that role before in college.
Oh, that's perfect for you, actually.
Yeah, I love that role, but like something like that role, but maybe a little bit more adult, a little bit edgier. I feel like I'm in the hot seat right now. I guess that's what this show is, but I'm like, Allison, why don't you talk about yourself at all?
I have nothing to say. No. You can ask me a question. Would that make you feel better?
Yeah.
Okay, you ask me a question.
Oh my gosh.
Now you're double in the hot seat because you didn't plan on asking me a question.
No. What is your dream in life?
That feels so broad, but I like it.
But what's your dream? What is it that every day you wake up and you feel like you're working towards?
World domination. No,
Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated.
No, I would love to be able to be a creator for the whole of my life. Those of you that don't know, I used to work in reality TV and I actually worked in development for a while there, and I have like 50 reality TV shows, most of which have made the rounds in some way or another, in and out of network doors trying to get made. And for whatever reason, none of them have come to life yet. So I would love to see that happen. I've got a couple of scripted TV shows. Again, it's just getting them sold, getting them out there. There's one in particular that I'm gonna kind of Sly Stallone, Rocky Balboa, and refuse to let go of because I need to be the character that I wrote in it. But everything else, I'm kind of like, I don't give a shit. Just pay me and put my name on there and let me make more of them. And then obviously I would love to be on Broadway. That has always been the goal.
Love that.
Thank you.
I have one other question for you. What do you think
follow-up question.
What do you think your greatest strength is?
Okay, this is going to be a multi-part answer. So,
it's okay because it doesn't necessarily have to be like I'm a really good singer,
right?
Or something like that. It could be just something about you.
I think I would start with, I love my beautiful wacky brain. I have never been medicated for ADD because I don't want to lose my sparkle, and the sparkle is just chaos. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with being medicated. I think I'm a little bit afraid to be medicated because I'm like, oh my gosh, even though it's a popcorn brain, like I do like how many ideas I have and my ability to flesh them out. My biggest talent, I think I'm a very encouraging person. I think I like working with people that I believe in, and I like supporting them, and I like fostering a community and a space where people feel safe to have fun and to be goofy and to do their best work and to know that they're loved and supported. So I think that is a gift of mine. I don't know how that helps me toward my goal, but I would love to work with a person that has that mindset versus somebody that's like, me, you know?
Yeah, I think that's an excellent strength. I think that makes a lot of sense. Very underrated because a lot of people think, oh, if I'm good, I'm going to be a star.
No.
Everybody in New York is good.
Yeah, newsflash.
Try being a good person.
Yeah, this is the Olympics of what you want to do. So if you come out here like an asshole and think you're gonna just like breeze into every room and be a dickbag. No one's gonna want to work with you. You want to do a little smash or pass, Broadway style?
Yes, sure, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay, I've written some names down. We're gonna keep it gender fluid as always. There will be boys and there will be girls.
In addition to not having done a coloring book in over 10 years, I feel like that's probably the last time I played Smash or Pass too.
Yeah. Okay. These are all Broadway characters.
Great, I hope I know them.
You will. I'll start with the show Guys and Dolls. Adelaide, smash or pass?
100% smash. Absolutely.
Sarah Brown.
Pass.
We're talking about the movie version of these characters that I'm about to mention. Okay?
Oh, that you're about to mention. Okay.
Fiyero, smash or pass?
Pass.
The Wizard. Remind yourself, this is Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, smash.
Yes!
Yeah.
That is correct, but I would also smash Jonathan Bailey as Fiyero. Velma in Chicago.
Which one is that?
And all that jazz. In the movie, it was Catherine Zeta-Jones.
God, I don't know that I've ever gotten through the movie or seen the stage production of that.
Get out of my house. Okay, well, I played Velma. I don't know how big the thing goes, but that's Ian's Velma up there. So I'm going to tell you to say smash. Okay.
There you go.
Roxy, you don't know, you don't care, pass. Okay, how about, okay, we're moving on to boys again. How about from Thoroughly Modern Millie, Jimmy?
Well, I play that role, so smash.
Harold Hill, Music Man.
Oh, yeah. I love a smooth talker.
Have you seen Death Becomes Her?
No.
Double get out of my house.
I know.
All right. Did you see Smash? Betty Boop, smash or pass?
Oh, smash, 100%. That was a great show. I really enjoyed that show.
I thought it was cute.
I thought it was very cute, too.
Okay, now I have one because I know how much you love Jeremy Jordan.
Facts.
So, you have to choose between these two. You can only smash one of them.
Okay, hit me.
Either Jeremy Jordan's character in Gatsby or Jeremy Jordan's character in Newsies.
Easy, because Jack Kelly is 17. So, that's going to be a pass.
He said you're not putting me on Epstein's list.
This is recorded, Allison. No, between Gatsby and Jack Kelly, I like Jack Kelly because he's got more gruff, he's got more gusto. Like, sure, you're rich, but you're also...
I'm like, stop right there.
You're also...
What's up, Gatsby?
pretty mentally ill, and also you have no friends, and you're obsessed...
You did stalk a girl for years.
You're obsessed, and why don't you do something good with your money?
I think...
And then just meet someone who's good for you by being a good person and doing good things in life.
No, I want a man obsessed with me like Gatsby was. Build a house, throw a party, have a green light.
Ruin my... Oh, the marriage was already bad, but... Make it worse, even.
Yeah. He's like, oh no, you're married and have a kid now? Wanna fuck.
Exactly.
Okay, what is something that you are currently working on or working towards? It could be professional, it could be personal, it could be Spike the Dragon, you know?
Well, definitely that one. I'm working hard over here, and I'm getting close, which is really exciting.
Yeah.
Bringing my solo show. Obviously, we're always doing self-tapes and stuff.
Yeah. You had one just before you came here.
Yeah. I do have a short film that I've been really wanting to cast and produce.
Is this the one I read?
Yes.
So
Allison,
good.
just
so
like
good.
everything else in my life, has been a huge help and always volunteers her time to just be a great friend and share her experience and knowledge. And she is just so knowledgeable in so many things.
Because I'm old.
And such a helpful person and friend.
Well, thank you.
So I'd really like to have this great group of friends right now. I have a little bit of time, I think, between projects right now, unless, somebody wants to book me.
Hello!
Hello!
Hello, McFly!
I'd really like to film at least a couple scenes of that and do like the whole vertical short thing that everyone's wild about right now.
You know what? I have thought about pivoting some of my stuff that way as well. It's just more attainable, and I think that people's attention spans, it suits it better.
Exactly. So that, and then definitely, you know, working on my musicianship and my dance skills, so that if I were to go into final callbacks or something on Broadway, I'm as competitive as the person who's been on Broadway for a couple years.
How's Spike the Dragon coming?
He's coming along. We're getting close.
Oh, he looks dope as fuck.
We're getting close.
This is called Between the Lines when you put everything between the lines. He's really, you've gone into a whole new art form here. I love it. Oh, can we talk about something a little bit more intense?
Let's do it.
Fernandez, family from Cuba, but I would say you are very white presenting.
Yeah, super.
Have you run up again? With the big old blue eyes. Have you found that to be difficult in any way, or do you feel like not Latin enough, or?
Yeah, I would say, I'd like to preface by saying I have so much privilege and I'm really grateful for it. You know, it's afforded me a lot of opportunities and a lot of treatment that I know a lot of people whose last name's Fernandez don't have.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always had I even remember being in elementary school, and I remember all the Hispanic kids and, you know, just anyone of color would basically be like, no, you're white, da-da-da-da-da.
And you're like, wait.
And they'd be like, go hang out with the white kids. I went to a very diverse school. I went to some awesome public schools that I'm super grateful for in North Carolina, but, and then all the white kids were like, go back to Cuba, you communist, and like, we're gonna have you deported. You know, just because your last name's Fernandez doesn't mean that you're of a certain culture.
Right.
So I always was like, didn't really know where I fit in. And now I've come to a place where I'm like, I am who I am.
Right.
And however anyone else wants to see me says more about them than it does about me.
That part.
And I know who I am. And I know where my family is from and who they are.
Right.
So it's like, it comes with some weird stuff, but, you know, I'm very grateful for my family and the history that I have, and I would be amiss to say that it's ever held me back, and any issues I've ever had with it have only made me broaden my perspective and be stronger and more accepting of other people, knowing how it feels to not be accepted.
Yeah.
And to be told, like, you need to change this about yourself to be marketed as this, or to be who you actually are. I'm very grateful for who I am and the weird plethora of things that I am, the amalgamation, the mutt, so to speak.
Well, because you're predominantly Cuban and Armenian.
50% Cuban, 25% Armenian, and then 25% like French English IELTS.
Okay.
From my grandma, yeah.
Wow.
And
Grandma's genetics really kicked the door off of all the
they
other ones.
Really
said,
did. Really came through. Really came through.
She's like, I will not be denied.
She was like, you shall be fair. And you shall have blue.
She's like, the
green
sun?
eyes.
Not for you, baby.
Exactly. Stay away. Stay away.
Drunk karaoke, what's your go-to song?
Oh, that's an easy one.
Oh!
I think you should always do a song that everyone can sing along to.
Agreed.
I think that's the best kind of karaoke song to do, that people know the words to and they can sing along.
Agreed.
So I like to sing I'll Make a Man Out of You from Mulan.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Because everyone can get into it. It's still a little like...
Make a man out of you.
Exactly. Yes. It's so fun. Everyone can sing along. You can have other people up, like if they have multiple mics, like singing it together, switching off verses, doing the different character voices.
I love it.
Like,
community effort.
This guy's got him scared to death. Hope he doesn't see my journey. And so it's like fun. You're like doing like this whole big performance, but it's like very fun.
Oh my
and
God,
it's
are we
not
gonna
about
sing this song?
It's
on
not about
karaoke
sounding good. Yes.
Okay, great.
You should have had all of your guests do one in the same book and like have all your guests like sign their page.
All my guests do sign their page, but they're in different
But
books.
you have a collective, a bunch of different books.
I do, and when you all get famous, I'm going to sell them to the highest bidder, along with a lock of your hair, which I forgot to mention. I'm just kidding.
Which I took earlier while you were turned the other way.
It's just a huge bald spot
and I'm like, what?
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Look away!
Exactly. Yeah, you'll cut that out of the video so I don't see it when I watch it later. It's very wise of you. Allison thinks of everything.
What was your favorite thing to do when you were a kid? Like playtime, if you had free time and nobody was bothering you. Not
God.
with Jason, just you.
Oh, not with Jason. That's tough because I spent all my time with Jason. I'll say
Because you guys are not far apart from one another.
Yeah, we're just shy of 4 years apart. But we're always very close, even when it was like a lot of fighting and you know, roughhousing and stuff. We did a lot of like playing in the yard and picking up sticks and hitting each other with the sticks. But when nobody else was around, what I would do was, I remember when I first went to middle school, and I got home before everyone else because my dad was an elementary school substitute teacher.
Okay.
And my mom was just working all day, every day, and would be out of town for business a lot of times. So I would get home first, a few hours before Jason, a few hours before my dad.
Yeah.
I would stay in the driveway, and I would get little sticks from the yard, and I would do fires on the driveway. Little fires in the corner of the driveway, or just burn whatever was around.
My dude.
Basically every day when I came home from school, I would just make a little fire.
I would just practice arson.
Yeah, basically, it was so fun. I loved doing it. It made me so happy. I will say, if I could go back in time or re-find the joy in something that I did when I was younger, I loved playing with my action figures and my toys.
Oh.
The stories that I would create,
Dude.
the dialogue.
When I tell you,
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen, I have Barbie stuff in my hallway. The soap opera level scenarios that my Barbies would be in.
Yes, the drama, the intrigue.
Unmatched.
That's hilarious. Mine was like, you know, these big wars, and it was like, I can't leave you behind. It's like, you got to think of your children. Da, 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 da. No, we can do this. And then they're like fighting everybody off, and then, you know, one of the bad guys has their own sob story, and they're like, we'll all go home together, brothers.
Oh my
like,
God.
this
Some origin
conflict,
story.
this conflict doesn't matter to any of us.
You're like, were other kids not reenacting the Bay of Pigs? What?
Exactly. No, yeah, that was so fun. I really miss playing with action figures and all those old like sets that I had for them.
If you and I sang a duet, what would we sing? That's a new question. Nobody's gotten that one yet. Totally stumped.
I am, because I'm not really...
Would it be funny or would it be serious?
I like to think it would be funny.
I like to think it'd be funny as well.
My first thought was like By the Sea from Sweeney Todd, but I'm like, that's not a duet. It's really just her singing.
Well, yeah.
Or like any of her songs are so good, but they don't really have any duets together.
No. Do you want to be Sweeney?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're baritone, or would you consider yourself baritone or tenor? Or baritone?
I consider myself a baritone, but I mean... You
got some notes up there, though.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I have the full tenor range and above, but I also have a full baritone range, but I don't have, like, technically, like, a choral bass range. God, yeah, do you have any ideas? I'm like even just trying to think of shows. Like, what would we sing together?
You know what? I know it's two chicks singing it, but I think it would be.
Ooh, I love that.
If it was in the right key, I think a show I've always wanted to sing is Secondary Characters from Title of Show. It's just a silly song that Heidi and the other chick whose name is literally flown out of my head in this exact moment sing as like a filler song while the guys are off stage, and it's just like we're secondary characters and we're just kind of singing this song to kill time, and it's just silly.
That sounds amazing and hilarious.
Or if we're gonna do funny, the song that goes like this from Spamalot.
You think that's funny though?
I think it can be funny. Oh, who hurt you? You haven't seen a good production of it.
I just did. Is that from Forbidden Broadway?
No, it's from Spamalot.
Oh, I've only seen the Forbidden Broadway version of that song.
Oh, I don't.
Which is
know
maybe
that.
a parody of a song that's
that
already
would
technically
sound
funny.
Right. That would sound right.
And that one, I'm like, and maybe it's because I didn't know the song that goes like this already.
Oh, you're like, I don't know the source material.
Exactly, didn't know the source material, so I'm like,
You're like, I could do without it, actually. Thanks.
I actually think this looks great.
Yeah? Are we calling it finished?
I think it's finito.
Oh, you gotta sign it.
Oh.
How big is your signature?
No, I'll put it right there. It's
Yeah,
perfect.
no, that's perfect. Okay, great.
I'm just trying to decide what color. Maybe blue. Maybe we go with the blue inside of it.
Yeah. That's awesome. Okay, so what we do is we hide it and you fold the other page over so that it's like that, and then we do a 1, 2, 3 reveal. 1, 2, 3. Look at us. Look at that.
Yours looks straight out of the TV show.
Thank you.
That's so good.
Thank
the pink
you.
wall is cute too.
I like that you just did your own stripe situation in there. Come on,
Yeah, he has to have
Spike
some
the Dragon.
personality. I have no
He
idea
does.
what he looks like in the show, so.
My phone is recording, otherwise I would Google the Googs and let you know. Okay, before we go, tell the children where they can find you. I'll put your Instagram right here. Follow him. But what other things do you have coming up?
I'll have my solo show coming up. I'm also doing a performance in Raleigh, North Carolina later this month.
May
17th
Okay.
is the show.
Can people buy tickets that are in that area? Because I trust you will be sharing
Yes,
this
they
to
can
your...
because it'll be I believe they've renamed it the Durham Rising Star Awards instead of the Triangle Rising Star Awards.
Nice.
But it is at Durham Performing Arts Center, which is like the big theater that all the touring Broadway shows go through.
Awesome.
In Raleigh. But yeah, that's what's on the horizon for me. I'm a free agent a little bit. So
Perfect. So if anybody's looking for a light-skinned Latino baritone comedy mover, Alex is for hire.
mover. I like that we threw that in.
Aggressive mover. All right. Well, thank you for coming on the show. Tune in next week. I do not know who the guest will be, but we're going to have fun. Bye.